game.
So today's topic, as we've discussed, is if you only live once, why would you jeopardize your only one chance? Presented today by Y.O.L.O Therapy and ourselves, of course, because they're inside, aren't they? So we've got director, writer, actor, just an entrepreneur inside, yeah. Sanchez Brown, come to the mic, introduce yourself, my brother.
Yo, what's going on, people? My name's Sanchez Brown. I am the writer of Y.O.L.O. Thank you. Hello, people. My name's Michael Salami. I'm an actor. I'm in Y.O.L.O. Therapy in the sense.
What is the concept? Explain, break it down of Y.O.L.O. So please do that for the old-time listeners there.
Alright, so the concept is basically like you have four different characters, as Michael said, going through 4 different types of scenarios. But what I want to shed light on is that although you only live once, you can make it into a positive. So instead of doing these reckless and careless things, you can inspire, you can bring about change. So what we've done is we've sent these 4 characters to like a therapy session where we teach them that YOLO isn't about going out there and getting drunk or sleeping around or maybe just gambling with money. It's a chance where you can inspire people and make a difference in the world. So that's what the concept is about. And the reason why I use YOLO is because it's a trend right now. And everybody's YOLO this, YOLO that. So I thought, you know what? Let me use something that everyone can relate to and hopefully get my views across and say, you know what? We can bring about a change and a positivity. That's what it's about.
Like, other than being an actor and doing something that you enjoy to do, like, why did you decide to do this still? Even if he's your virgin.
Well, apart from that, well, Sanchez, I'm a big fan of what he does and a big fan of what he writes and stuff like that. I've seen his work before and he always comes out with really good stuff. And me myself, I like to film, and this was a really good concept for me to like get involved with. And like, yeah, the term YOLO has been used so much, and I just wanted to get involved with that, just see what Sanchez brought out of it. And I really love my character actually. I actually felt like I was a baller. Like, yeah, my character, he's a baller basically. You walk into different shops and he just picks up what he wants and he buys it. So I don't get to do that in real life, so it felt nice to do that. It's very so yeah.
To understand the concept of YOLO, because when it came out in the hits, yeah, all I saw is the tune got released. Yeah, who was that? Was it released? Was it them? Drake, yeah, that's right, him, yeah. 2 tunes now. I was like, you know, like my BlackBerry just went, everybody YOLO, YOLO, YOLO. I'm like, what's that? My daughter's 20, yeah, so I was like, what's that? She was like, Mom, you only live once, YOLO, YOLO. I was like, okay. I was like, yo, you're on your own. You get what I'm saying? It's simple. You know what I mean? But I think there is some positives to it, but at the same time, I think people just exhaust the term.
Yeah, I went to university, I went to Brunel University. Brunel?
That's where my cousin went.
Brunel, so but when I first started Brunel, I actually studied economics and management. And then I couldn't understand the lectures because they weren't English, so I changed course. And I went to study English language and drama, where drama was my passion, it's my craft. I did it from a young age. I thought, you know what, that is what I want to do, so that's what I'm going to continue doing. And whilst I was doing my dissertation piece, I decided to write Y.O.L.O Therapy. I actually started off as a sketch, where one character was going through different scenarios, basically in the sky and doing mad things. And then I kept on developing the idea and kept on writing, and then it came to this concept, Y.O.L.O Therapy. And at first, it actually wasn't even called Y.O.L.O Therapy. It had some dumb title like The Effects of YOLO. But I had to send things out to get, big names in the film. So I had to basically email their management. And then Y.O.L.O Therapy just came out of nowhere. I'm like, yeah, I need a subject heading to put in the email. So I said, you know what? Y.O.L.O Therapy, innit? And then from there, it just took off and I was like, yeah, the name Y.O.L.O Therapy, that sounds mad. That sounds good. So yeah, that's how it all took off. So I studied, I've done that now, and yeah, I'm just trying to get into bigger and better things really.
So, after this, the Y.O.L.O therapy, where do you want to take this?
Well, we want to take it as far as we can really. This is a big step for us, I think. Like jumping straight onto cinema, like we've nearly sold out tickets as well. Like 250 seats as well, so it's doing really well. And it's all at the back of Sanchez's pockets as well, so he's producing himself.
Pockets, did you go for funding? And if you didn't, what were you doing to get
YOLO. Well, there was YOLO bitches about it, but I didn't actually go for funding because I thought, you know what, I could do the project alone. While I was doing it alone, I did a few things. I sold my car, number one.
Sacrifice.
You had to make the sacrifice, so I did that. And also I had savings from uni. You know how people do the YOLO stuff at uni and buy a Gucci belt or Prada shoes just go buy bare madness. I was like, you know what? Let me be smart and save the money instead. So due to saving that money, I was able to produce this film. And to be honest, I had great people working with me. I was basically the second director on board, and my friend Daniel Bailey was the main director, and the producer Nonso, who worked for London.
I know Nonso. University with him, Central.
And so London Reigns basically done the filming for it. So with their help, it was much easier for me. And with the funding, with money out of my pocket, it was just much easier. Everyone kind of helped.
Introduce is Thea.
Hi guys. Hi. I'm one of the cast members of YOLO Therapy.
So give us your experience. What's your view of YOLO? How was the whole experience of being a part of this?
I don't know, I think it was good to be a part of the film because YOLO sometimes can get a bit crazy and out of control. Yeah, so it was good to like show, because no one's really done it before. So it was good to, like with Drake and everyone saying it all the time and stuff. And so I think some people use it as an excuse to go a bit wild. So it's good that this film shows the consequences of what can happen if you do choose to live the lifestyle in a comedy way. Comedic. There you go. In a comical way. Yeah, I play an alcoholic in the film called Sylvia.
Oh, I've got a friend called Sylvia.
Yeah, to find out. Yeah, so I play an alcoholic. And
what was your You say you played an alcoholic. Did you go and do some research into that role as well? Or?
Actual YOLO.
No, I didn't take the method that I just went there and then I was meant to bring a bottle as a prop, like to show that I was still kind of, drinking. But I forgot the prop, so I just have to kind of
So can I
go it out, Okay.
Yes, my name is Cassidy Chaplin here at Deja Vu FM. YOLO, 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 YOLO. Drake, man. Drake changed the world. People are using it as an excuse now. That's what I think. A lot of people are just going out there and saying, you know what, I'm going to do this. YOLO. It's not right, man. Use YOLO in the right way. Everyone knows you only live once. But what change are you going to make to the world? We know that you only live once. Come on. But yeah, my character is David. And he has his YOLO moment with a character called Misha. She wants him to have sex without no condom. And she says YOLO, and he does it like an idiot. So yeah, peer pressure.
YOLO is kind of like a part of life now. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's a way of life. So at studio, when was the last kind of like YOLO kind of antic you done? Because everyone's done a little, you know what I mean? I done one last night.
that antic?
I done one last night. I ain't gonna lie. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. I weren't driving, so I just thought, you know what, I only live once, and I was just drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking. So I think it's like, you know what I mean?
You lot are alright, yeah, I had one a week ago. I decided that there was a very juicy job out there and I decided to go for that moment and put in an application. The job is quite a lot, yes, a year. I won't say how much, just know that I would have moved from, after my little cycle, let me show you, I would have moved from broke to very well. Ching ching. So yeah, I had my YOLO moment by putting in that application and challenging myself. Before you got me there, is remember a scene that was very enjoyable for you to do. In fact, in the film, and give us a little part. I think you should mute the sound. I'm going to each one of you, because all of you are actors, so I'm going to each one of you think about what part you're going to use and give people a snippet. Why should they even come to YOLO Therapy? I want you to give them a piece of it. Let's go.
You know what, guys? what I can say to you, there was a very beautiful girl called Michelle, and I don't think I'm going to give you a snippet, but what I will say is, I was getting my groove on, yeah?
Alright, yo, it's your boy Salami. A YOLO situation. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the little snippet thing. LV, okay, LV Gucci. If you see the trailer, you know what I mean by LV, not Gucci. Yeah. I know a lot of you guys can relate. A lot of you guys can relate to that with your Gucci belts and your LVs and all them things. Just know I was going all out on this film, innit? So a lot of you guys feel like you're at home innit, watching the TV. You feel like you're me, basically. I was going all out, but just know that there was bad situations at the end of it. Things happened and yeah, I'm not even gonna say.
I'm not gonna say nothing, but what I will say is because that character is so deep, yes, it's I don't even want to go there to be honest. But
go there, man.
No, I'm not gonna go there. You have to watch it. But what you need to know is that you will see what happens to a guy who has to cheat on his woman, innit? You will find out the consequences, and the consequences are dire. So yeah, you'll find out.
Yeah,
guys out there, just don't cheat on your woman, innit? Be faithful. So YOLO.
Let's have a little snippet. Remember, any directors, producers out there, casting directors, this is an actress right here, okay? Nicole Kidman's got nothing on.
Last night, I was just chilling out with my mates, and they said it was going to be alright if I just took one sniff and a little drink.
You did a little drink.
I had to, stressed, like, serious.
I kind of feel what you're saying. What was it? Was it from Bobby?
Bobby told me his name was Darren. Yeah.
When he was in bed, you never said that. So his name is Bobby.
We're talking about in bed. I was in last night.
No.
Dun, dun, dun! To be continued. Excellent. I'm telling you, Sisterly Love is not rapping this year. She's not only live once.
What if they could? You want to like express something to like the young people who's going to watch the movie as such. If you want them to take one thing from the movie, what would it actually be?
What I like to take from the movie is that anything is actually possible if you put your mind to it. Like, you do only live once, so make sure you make the most of the time, and make sure you make the most of what you can do. So when you watch it, I want you guys to basically take away that don't use it as an excuse to do silly and negative things, but just look at it as an inspiration to do something positive with your life. So that's what I want you to take away from it.
Whoever, if you've got a dream or anything that you want to do, just do it. Like, no one can stop you, especially now with all these like online. You can put yourself out there so much more and promote yourself, and yeah, so just do what you want to do.
Also, I have to big up Sanchez Brown inside for doing this film, because it's a good learning tool, you know. All these things, all these YOLO moments you see in the film is to be learned from our mistakes, because we're acting, but stuff like this happen in real life. So if you can learn from our mistakes, then a job's done. So big up Sanchez for doing this film, man.
Serious.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to say what I want people to take away from it is that saying YOLO, there's always a consequence in it. It can either be a good one or a bad one, and so just make the right decision, because if you're making the wrong one, it's just going to affect you in the long
I've
run.
got a guest who's been listening next door. And he said, what's like, it's very loud. I explained to him it's you only live once, and he said,
that's true, and the message of positivity is key. I'm a business owner next door, and guidance is the most important thing, I think, for young people today. Young people they've got so much stuff going on and so much information going into their heads that you have to ensure that what they're putting into their heads is the most important, is positive stuff, because you become what you put in your mind. Myself, I've come from sort of getting kicked out of school and kicked out of university. And now I'm a business owner and employ about 7 people, so it's what you put in your head. And anyone listening out there, please buy a book. 2 books, Think and Grow Rich, and Rich Dad Poor Dad. I was working in an investment bank, and I read Rich Dad Poor Dad. I took that book, read it 3 times, wrote the whole book out in my own words, quit my job, started my business in about 6 months, That book is so powerful, seriously. Young people out there, seriously, please, read.
Listen, thank you very much, James. You too, my lovely, thank you. And
Oh yeah, shout out Enviro Waste.
shout out Enviro Waste, okay? That's what I really like. You see something, that book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, yeah? What my friend Sean Buffon done, yeah, he's a motivational speaker, check him out, seanbuffon.com. What he done is he bought his son the book, he bought his son a safe, and he said to his son, read that book. And now his son, he's put in certain practices. His son's only about 10, 11 years old. Do you know what I mean? And that was his son's gift. You know what I mean? Forget FIFA. Do you know what I mean? Like it's an investment. You know what I mean? I liked how you took out your phone when you heard their books. And he just like, what's that? What's that? It's important.
They're very, very good. It's quite funny because those books are quite old now. And it's nice to see that they're still about and you can still use those books. Like my man said, guys, young people, elders, all of you, people need to cut that book. It's a very good read, yeah?
Thank you very much.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Prison. This is what I'm talking about. See, community, this is what it comes down to when we can have a neighbour, fellow neighbour come in, share his thoughts and give presents too. That's amazing. Yeah.
You have
I've just been robbed one of the books. What's the book's name?
Celestine Prophecy.
Someone's having a fit in the corner of the book. Yes. Big up. James next door, he just came and gave me Think and Grow Rich. I'm happy right now. Napoleon Hill. See, that is love. That is, he just slapped them on my hands. That's big love. Love for that.
I don't want to rob him. I don't want to rob him, but he gave it to you. I can't take it unless you give it to me.
You know what? I'm gonna come back to the radio show and slap it in your hand. I'm gonna read it.
Maybe
That love.
That's-
Quote me. I will.
Cassidy said that on the 3rd of November 2012. Yeah, remember? How did you advertise, if you did advertise for the roles? Like, because I know that I could have sent you myself with a lot of other. No, but how did you go about getting your characters?
Alright, myself, I'm an actor first, and I've attended a few drama schools, Identity Drama School.
Oh, with Femi.
Yeah, I've been there, and also I've been to ASA, which was I Know I Means Drama School, and at the moment I'm currently at Kingdom Arts Drama School, and just through going to different lessons, I've worked with different actors, so once I was writing the piece, I had certain people in mind, so luckily I contacted those people, and they're here today. You've got Michael, Cassidy, another actor called Camilla, and Max, and the person that helped me direct it, Daniel Bailey as well, so I know how these people work, and when I cast it, I had those characters in mind. However, if you do want to get into the industry and hopefully get seen by casting directors and whatnot, I say the best thing to do is always practice your craft. So whether that be going to a accredited drama school, whether it's Lambda, RADA, do that if you can afford it. If it's to go to one like Identity or Kingdom Arts, by all means go and do that. It's always be even working on your craft. And join up to sites like Star Now, Casting Call Pro, Spotlight if you have the money, and just push yourself out there and do as much as push yourself as much as you can and market yourself well. Like you're on Twitter, try and tweet and get people to follow you, do show reels, put it on YouTube, just get yourself out there as much as possible. People will start taking notice.
And yeah, also, what Sanchez was saying, going to the drama schools obviously is really good for networking, so you meet all these people. And also, there is a company called Latimer, and every month they have an event called Latimer Talks, and it's free. It's the last Thursday of every month. The last Thursday of every month. So yeah, come down. It's in Waterloo. You can Google it. You'll get the address on there. And basically, every month there's a guest speaker from the industry who comes down. Latimer Talks. Latimer Creative Media. Yeah. And there's a guest speaker that comes down every month from the industry. So we've had Warren Brown, the actor. Yeah. We had Kate Swindon, the producer of Spooks and Luther, and from that, me and Cassidy had BBC work experience where we were on set for a week, so it's really good. Everyone should come down, especially actors, writers, whatever you are, just come down.
And there's also an event when is the event? Monologues now.
Monologues.
Monologues now. That's a great event where you can basically showcase your talent. So you go up on stage, you do a monologue. There's a lot of cast directors, talent agencies, producers, writers in the building. And if you're lucky enough and if you're good enough, you may even get picked up. A lot of people got signed from there and gone on to do things like Holby City and the Lion King and whatnot. So if you check out Triforce Entertainment and
Triforce, it's my boy.
yeah, Triforce Entertainment, and basically log onto the website and you can audition for monologues. And at the moment they're running a competition where the winner of the monologues have to go to Hollywood and meet some casting directors and whatnot. So yeah, check that out as well. Just get yourself out and keep on working the craft. That's what I can really promote, to be honest with you.
Say, big shouts to Enviro Waste. Just gave me the Celestine Prophecy book as well. He had another one. However, I'm only going to be. He said, what are you talking about?
Well, I was going to go and buy it.
No, there's a catch. Yeah. This is what he thinks, yeah. And Cassidy, stay right there, look at Sisterly Love, yeah, Sisterly Love, look at him. James told me when I finish with it, I have to give it back to him. So that means you've got to give, when you finish with it, you've got to give it to Sisterly Love, because I've got to give it back to him.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's not for keeps, it's just a read. It's a borrow.
It's a borrow.
Yeah. But the book it says, this is what it says on the back of the blurb. I think it's very important to say this. Pass from hand to hand, from friend to friend, since it first appeared in a small bookshop across America. Okay?
I'm going to pass it. I'm going to have to do what the book says.
You can't.
Since it all started from the knowledge and awareness of this book in a studio called Deja Vu. You know what I mean? Alright. So, Bandit, can you mute that music, please? You know what I mean? Ask him to mute that. Love that. So we have Thea inside, who's not only an actress, she's also a wordsmith.
Wordsmith?
Yeah. Spoken word, you know what I mean? So I think it's only right because she got some bars there, yeah, that we listen to what she produced. So here.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
This poem is called Someone Killed Cupid. Here it goes. They've looked at you twice now, stopped themselves from smiling at you thrice now, and you've given up no more than a raised eyebrow. Take a bow, and you're feeling on top of the world, because the good-looking guy's well-spoken. You heard him talking on the phone to his friend, saying he doesn't want his bus journey to end, and all you can do is pretend that you aren't staring at him in the window's reflection, and knowing that the raindrops are smudging his perfection. And that's how it starts. Deception as fine as an abstract art. Naivety suffocating what used to be smart. Because 8 months later there's a hole in your heart. He's got you longing for him to leave the house so you can search for the button that's labelled restart. Plotting escape plans on flip charts. But you're not leaving, and he knows it too. You'll be right where he left you, keen to hand him his hot plate of food. He manipulates your doubts and softens your cries with an I love you too, and stupidly you think it's the truth. Your friends constantly protest and accuse, but you keep bringing up the fact that for your birthday he bought you some shoes, but he didn't even compliment you. Just told you to wear them in the bedroom like, yeah babe, you know what to do. Sex changed everything. You gave up too quickly, forgot your worth, and you ain't said a thing. Now he's laughing with his boys when you mention a ring, and he's airing your calls when you really need him. You lay awake like, what the... Because it's 3 AM and his phone's blowing up. But you're in denial, because you never had trust issues, so why start now? But your mum's telling you to leave him. But you only remember the time she said, he's handsome, keep him. And whenever you go to leave, it's hit and miss, because he kisses you softly and you tell yourself, you can't miss this. But what about the boy? You don't want her, but you need her, because you know if you make her leave, someone else will keep her. And you can't stomach the thought of some guy having what's yours, even though it didn't take much effort to get her out of her drawers. So you dismiss the thought. But it's not love keeping you at bay, it's the fear of loss of pride and what the lads will say if she got away. And you're happy with the fact that she's your property. Keep her sweet, then dispose of her when it's another girl's time to play. Tie you down? No way. But you're a man, right? So you never hit her. Yet to her you're the pinnacle of damages. You don't even notice when she cries in the shower, because her tears are washed away by the lust of your desire. And you never listen to tell you to when she tells you to stop, because she's tired. Just carry on pressing with no care what the time is. But don't you understand that all she wants is yours? Just wants to chat when she calls, downs in you with the hope that you'll fall. She'd hang up her vulnerability in an exhibition hall. She's aware that you'll drop her eventually. That's why recently she's been making love, so essentially. Baby making potentially. And look at you, big man. So out of tune that you don't notice till 3 months in. Keep complaining that her stomach's floating. It's embarrassing until you catch her taking out her belly ring to stop it from ruining the skin that's being pushed out by a new human being. So now the tables are turned and you're the one she's keeping, and you're swearing because your dad left you, so there's no way that you're leaving. But if you both acted differently, you may not even be in this position.
That's right.
Can we get amen? Right. Well, I wrote something about 2 nights ago. Yeah.
Is it the writing for that?
It's the right thing. What you gonna Well, it's actually the typing thing now. Yeah. The typing thing. Yeah. So can I haven't mastered my flow yet, but you know what I mean?
Let's go.
You only live once. Alright. Ponytails, coat trails, mind cells, some fail, still washed out frail. Devils revel, twisted, Friday twitches, dusty bitches that bitch for riches. Rob the hood to feed rich witches, feed the hypnotized with program pitches. Mark for death, pussy left, play death, shh. I see fragmented truths. You relax,